Welcome to MyCy4 setup video for our application. This is to help you get started, to download it, install it, and upgrade to premium with a few instructions on how the tool works. So we'll get started here. The first thing you're going to want to do is go download the tool. As of right now, we're upgrading our certificate. So I'm going to run down a couple of extra steps here about how to go past the warning statements you're going to get. Those shouldn't be there here within a week or two once we upgrade to a better certificate, which should include majority of the computers out there, but there still might be some outlying customers that won't have that certificate. So follow these beginning instructions if you happen to run into the problem with the certification of the application. So we'll start with that. So if it doesn't certify or you don't have our certification, you're going to get this pop up in the bottom left corner of your screen. Now, instead of discarding the file, it is a safe file. This has to do with certification of the program. You can go over and keep the file by clicking the down arrow button to the right of discard. Brings up the mini menu for the option to keep or learn more. Then after that, you'll get another option showing the file without the warning. And you can click directly on the setup .exe file if that's the one you chose. If you chose the zip, then you're going to want to go down into show in folder and unzip that file, and then proceed to the setup.exe within that zip and initialize it there. Either way, you're going to set up the program by clicking on the setup. Now from that point, you're going to get the smart screen warning. This is something that we're not sure yet if our new certificate's going to bypass this or not. We're hoping it does. It's not guaranteed, but if you do happen to come across the smart screen warning, all you have to do is click the more info, and then from there it'll give you the second screen, and our publisher name should be on there, and do the run anyway. Then you'll get the install screen. From here, just click install. And then once it's installed, the program should launch, and this is what you should see. And to use this program as a public user, you're not going to have any of the security features to password protect or send private or group messages. That's reserved for the premium users. But for basic use, down here are our main controls. So you have your create message to encrypt and decrypt the message, to save and load files. Again, premium users can save the messages down to a file and reload them. This is restricted for just the public access. And then in settings, basically just have a spot for you to redirect your folder, save folder location, which is really not needed for the public. And there's right now we have one of the 6 buttons used for feedback. The other 5 buttons we're going to reserve for future upgrades depending on the feedback from the users. And at the very top of the screen, you'll see on the left side is our profile page, and then on the right is the help page. The first thing you're going to want to do is go into your profile page, and well, actually before we do that, I'm just going to take you for a quick setup of the messages here. So we'll just start with a clean file here, and there's a minimum 50 character message, and you can see here as you're typing, you'll see it's red. The text will change to black the minute you pass 50 characters right there. So that's the minimum message length. that you're allowed to have. And then you can encrypt the message. And there it goes. So that would be your encrypted message, and you would just go down here and use the copy or cut it, and then go take it and publish or paste it into your message form, whatever your email, whatever you're going to be sending this through. When you grab messages and want to decipher them, you just copy them from wherever you got them, and you can paste them right into here. Plus, you can paste your plain text that you want to bring in to encrypt in the first place. And then all you do is decrypt it once it's in the place. And the good thing about our encryption is that if you notice here, if you take note of the characters, and that's the exact same message of just all the A's. And if we encrypt again, we'll get a completely different key code or encryption for it. The encryptions update every second, so you'll never get the same two messages from the same message with the encryption, which is really good for the security side of encrypting messages. So that's a nice feature of this program. Next, I'll just clean that off. But anyway, what we'll do next is talk about the profile, because you're going to want to set up your tool. And let me just bring that up. So this here is what the blank one will look like when you first bring it up, and you're going to want to enter in your username. Once you enter in your username, the serial number will change, and it'll be your serial number, and that will be baked into the program. When you initialize the program, and make sure you enter in your name correctly the first time. It gets baked into the program, and there's we don't allow any changes from there in the program. You would have to actually uninstall the program from your computer and reinstall it in order to rechange your name, or you could go into the enter premium key field and just enter 12-digit random codes at will and fail 5 times. Once you fail 5 times, the program will reset itself, giving you the option to re-enter a username and serial code. We did this to prevent hackers from being able to bombard the security of the tool, of the application, and break our keys with multiple tries at the unlock. But anyway, so from there, once you do get that key, what we'll do is in this video, I'm going to give you a discount key. So if you take out your pen and paper, write down this key here, this MyCy4 7252, and you can pause the video to get that. But anyway, what you're going to want to do is go back and enter that before you hit the upgrade account. Enter that code into the premium key slot, and then if you do that correctly, you'll then be sent to our discount page, which will give you 25% off the price of the premium access. So then you can go through here. These are the extra things you get for premium. Plus there'll be many more added to the list as we develop the tool off the feedback from the customers. Majority of the new features will be for the premium users only. The public is basically so that you can come in and use the tool and share messages with friends, and it's all public access, so no matter what public member makes a message, another public member can decipher the message with the tool. That was the idea. Private and group messages, you'd need a group or private name and password if it was set in order to access those messages. But anyway, from this screen here, once you purchase your premium access, it will send you to a registration page. What you'll need to do here is enter your name, email, and the serial number that the tool gave you. It's easy to grab that serial number too on the tool. What we did was in the profile, wrong one. In the profile, all you have to do is click on the serial and it'll load it to your clipboard. So you don't have to type it in and make a mistake on your serial number. If there's a mistake made, then just send us to customer support and we'll revalidate your key. And then from there, what I'll do is once you enter in the key, let me just bring this up. There we go. So once you enter your key, you'll get your personal key, and that's the on the screen here. This 106, that's a personal key. So that is one of a kind. It will be for you. You'll also see it in the top of your bar here. That's like your phone number. So anybody who wants to send you a private message that is a premium user, only premium users can send private messages. What they can do is then type in your private message number and send you a coded message which only you can read. Even once they code the message that's sent to you, they won't be able to unlock it on their side. It is then locked up strictly for your tool, for your phone number, or MyCy4 number, I should say. So that would be your number from there on in, and then account support would send you to our website if there's any issues with your account. You can get a hold of us through there. There's a special ticket section for you, customers, premium users there. Besides that, that's all you're going to need for there. So I'll just close this off, and what we'll do is I'm going to show you quickly the encryption for the premium user. I'll just put in enough characters. There we go. I'll encrypt it. Let me just grab this window. There we go. So on here, you'll have options now. In order to just be send basic messages for the public to read, you can select a style for the message. These are just styles that the message will look like when it's encrypted. They're just select characters to mask the original crypt, so that it gives you a style of the crypt for the cipher. Time limited messages will allow you, if you pick a future date, you can essentially, the message will only be able to be deciphered up to that date. After that date, the message becomes unreadable through the tool, so you can make your message time sensitive. Now up here, to enter into to send a private message, you would enter in the person's number, like at the top of my screen. You see my number there would be 106 612 597 165. And then I could also put a password if I want to. I don't have to put a password, but I'd need to share the password with that user, because the tool won't unlock it just off of their number if it's password protected. And then you'd hit send. If you want to send it to a group, you can make up any group name. You get unlimited uses for group names. So whatever you want to make a group. So we'll call this just Grey Walker kind of thing. And then you could set up a password for the message as well. So whatever you want it. And then you would send it there. Also for premium users, you have an option here to the right to save the contact to your contact list, and you can also load contacts into this for easy fill. But just to send to a public member, you'd leave these fields blank and then encrypt it. And you'd see there, oops, let me get rid of that screen. You'd see there, see how the style is different through the message there. But then it could be encrypted by any public member, so that's a good thing. If you want, like I said, to send it to a specific person, they'll need a premium ID number, so you can send it to that. And if you want to make a group and then send out the group name and password to all your friends that are in that group, only the people knowing the group name and password will be able to read those messages. That includes the public members too. If you send out a group message, a public member can receive that message. If they know your group name and password, they can unlock that. But other than that, I think that covers everything with the tool. We'll have more videos coming out as we develop the tool and come out with more features. If there's any feedback or questions, you can send it through the tool, through the feedback form. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the tool. Thank you.